Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Dychronic. You're here on this Destiny 2 video, and today we're going to be talking about the weekly reset for April 21st, 2020. Today is a very, very special day where we all gather together and, well, we represent Team Titan because that's what we do here on this channel. So, today is the start of the Guardian Games event. As you can see, the tower is decked out with festive cheer. A lot of this stuff looks like reruns from the Revelry event. Guardian Games is going to be their probably annual event where they say, hey, there's 3 classes, they compete kind of in Olympic style, and whoever gets the most gold medals gets more gold stuff, and I'm going to be showing you the entry to that as well as all the regular weekly reset stuff. And right before I get into that, just wanted to mention a couple other things that have actually applied this week. First of all, it's going to be increased infamy this week. So if you want to get double infamy during the week and triple during the weekend, it is available. Secondly, like I said, Guardian Games does start today and goes for 3 weeks. Thirdly, the Grandmaster Nightfalls have actually started. We'll get to that once we get to the Nightfall section. And then finally, all Seraph Towers are active, all bunkers are active. It seems like we've powered the weapon for something for the Almighty, but I don't know exactly how that works. Hey, Warlock! Chill out, eh? You're supposed to be waiting for the Titans to put stuff in, eh? And one of the most important things that they patched this week for you guys who are looking to get pinnacle gear is they've added 4 new sources of pinnacle gear, or actually they've changed the previous powerful gear. First of all, we have the Vanguard one. Secondly, the Crucible one for the core matches. The Gambit Weekly for either Gambit or Gambit Prime matches. And then finally, they said that HAWTHORNE is also going to have one. I'm not sure where that is, but they said that she's going to have one. All 4 of these are going to have a +1 pinnacle. Usually pinnacles are +2, but that's still a nice thing to have. So the first thing you do when you want to start the Guardian Games is go talk to Eva LEVANTE. It's going to be pretty straightforward. You go talk to her. She's going to get you started on some quests. She's going to give you a class item, maybe some emblems, maybe visiting some people around the tower. Yeah, here we go, here we go. Here are the class items. This class item will actually represent what your class's placement was for the previous day. So if your class got the most points on the previous day, it will be gold, and then silver, and then bronze. Pretty straightforward. I actually don't really know, so let's take a solar. Why not? On top of that, you can also see the heir apparent exotic machine gun that will be available during this Guardian Games. There's going to be a triumph that's associated with it. And for those of you wondering about the heir apparent new exotic machine gun, we're going to be getting a little bit of an overview of what it does. Its first main intrinsic trait, heavy slug thrower, when you're using the aim in button to spin up, and then once it's spin up, it can be fired at full speed. And its other perk, Armor of the Colossus, while at full health, spinning up this weapon protects you with an arc shield. Oh my god, that actually sounds great, but I'm sure in PvP it will be like 1 sidearm shot and it dies. But who knows, maybe maybe not. It also has a 200 round magazine, 900 rounds per minute. Outside of that, corkscrew, pinned mag, and combat grip, really not that special there. And of course, a day 1 ornament. Gotta love that, don't you? Alright, let's see if we equip this item, we should be able to get access to the rest of the things, right? Huh. I don't know what to do. Sometimes I should pay attention. Alright, I gotta talk to Zavala. Right, okay. So after Eva, pick up the class item, equip it, and then talk to Zavala. Yeah. I'll take a class item, Zavala. Sure. Let's ignore the fact that I'm currently wearing one right now. Okay, yeah, Zavala, I want to wear yours. Yeah. Okay. Freaking weirdo. Apparently I wasn't supposed to buy one. I was supposed to get one for free. Okay, so don't buy one. You'll get one for free. After that, go back to Eva and she'll start you off with another go to somebody and talk to this person. Oh my god, are you just gonna go around the tower, talk to everybody now? Apparently there's a Guardian Games registration. There's administration registration for Destiny? What is this about? And why is the Drifter in charge? He's just gonna steal stuff. I don't know, what does the Drifter do? Okay, you talk to the Drifter and then he gets you the next part of the quest. And then after the Drifter, then you go back to the tower center and then you dunk your thing on the podium. Can I dunk it on the podium? Hello, dunk it on the there we go. Okay, finally. And then we go back to even LEVANTE. Are we playing the Olympics by doing laps around the tower here? What's going on with this? Can I just do some stuff? Right, so I'm reading this thing. This is supposed to be the special quest from EVA, where you can get these 3 exotic ghost shell, each representing one of the different classes. There's one available for each one of the weeks that the event is going on. And it says you have to collect laurels by generating final blows with supers, grenades, and charged melee abilities. And it says you get 3 points for matching your class and 1 point for other laurels. My assumption is, and again, I have no idea. Charge melee is Titan, grenade is Warlock, and supers are hunters, but to me that makes sense, because that's what each class is best at, but I don't know, it's kind of weird. So after that, you can then pick up the bounties and the medals. All right, so I took a little bit of perusal over all of the different bounties and the medals, and I'm gonna kind of lay it out for you. First and foremost, the Guardian Games bounties are gonna be class specific. So I am a Titan, so I see a lot of different Titan things like sunspots, sentinel shields, suppressor grenades, and a whole bunch of different things. There's a weekly at the front, a bunch of dailies along, like 2 weeklies at the front, a bunch of dailies along, and then a repeatable additional bounties. This is all gonna be for experience and bright dust, but there is no double experience that I was hoping for. Secondly, there are medals. There is 2 specific types of medals that's being offered seemingly every day or perhaps every week, and right now it's going to be for Crucible and Vanguard. So you can see bronze, silver, and gold for Crucible. Obviously the gold's going to be a lot harder than the bronze one, and the silver's right in the middle, and then there's going to be bronze, silver, and gold for the Vanguard strikes. Now my assumption is that this changes daily. Every single day there's a new set of things, there's a new activity. Maybe tomorrow it would be like, this is Gambit, and this is going to be patrols and public events or something. That's what it seems like, and then the one all the way at the left is going to be for the bounties connected to these things here. So you got a lot of things to complete on your characters, and again, I don't know whether or not you can play on your hunter and still represent Team Titan, but this is just a first look at that. Obviously, I'll have more information by my Saturday video, where I go a big Guardian Games event guide, which I usually do for every single event. And yes, you can in fact literally claim everything all at once. There's just a ton of quests you can do all at once. Oh, come on, Bungie. Oh, fuck that. No. Right, so I just wanted to take a look at the triumphs to just show off what is available for the triumphs. Just also wanted to mention the class act is going to be the one where you get the exotic heavy machine gun. So if you want to get that, you just have to complete 7 triumphs. Obviously, the first one was completed immediately for my defeating a lot of enemies with Vanguard strikes and Nightfalls. This should not be completed this moment, but it seems to have erroneously completed early. So maybe that's something that people have as well. I apparently have also earned 1 medal. Oh, that must have been from the Drifter, okay. So a lot of these things are pretty similar to previous events, you know, completing a certain number of bounties, getting a number of points for something during it, playing a bunch of different game modes and different destinations, forges, that seems to be one of the things that's going to be in the list of things, redeeming medals, you get a bunch of cool emblems. A lot of these things are going to be pretty straightforward. You can come here and see each one of these if you want to. Obviously, the worst one being the need to rumble, super kill 25 enemies. And even if you like rumble, like it's not something that people really want, but right, where do I begin? Moving on, let's go ahead and get into the regular weekly reset information, everything that has reset from the Nightfalls to the Crucible to the Gambit, all that whatnot we'll be talking about in this video. First up, we're going to be talking about the Nightfalls. First and foremost, the Grandmaster Ordeal is available. For some reason, they have this thing right here. You can click on it, and it just says the Ordeal Nightfall Grandmasters are only available in the last 2 weeks of the season, and this isn't a launch thing. This is just like a tooltip that you can select for some reason. But the Grandmaster Ordeal is going to be available this week, I assume for the rest of the season. It is a 1050 thing, and you will be limited to 1025 power for this activity, so you're going to be guaranteed 25 power down. You have to be at least 1025 to do it, and there's a ridiculous set of modifiers. There's even one modifier that has 5 modifiers in it at once. Oh, it also has contest as well. They added contest in there as well. So 6 modifiers in one on top of all the other ones, and the big one's going to be limited revives. That's one that's going to really hurt a lot of people. As for the Nightfall ordeal this week, it will be Insight Terminus. That's going to be the big scion at the very end. There's a lot of Vex and whatnot, and he drops the Long Goodbye sniper rifle. For that mission, if you're looking to get 100k, it might be possible on the Legend 1000. It is a kind of medium scoring Nightfall for sure. For the regular Nightfalls, first of all, we have Inverted Spire, Minotaur at the end, dropping the Trek Medica Ghost Shell, the Will of the Thousand, the big Worm God Zol, dropping the only transmit effect from Nightfall Uniques, the Worm God Incarnations, and finally Broodhold, the Witch Lady at the end of the Forsaken mission. She does not have a Nightfall unique. The heroic modifier for this week will be Arc Singe, which means everything in the game will have Arc Singe outside of their heroic counterparts. I want a little bit of peace and quiet. Can I, ooh, I like this fan. It's very nice. But I need some peace and quiet in this goddamn tower. I gotta jump off the rafters. God damn. Moving on to the Crucible rotating playlist. First of all, we have Team Scorch. Everybody has a Scorch cannon, and it's a team deathmatch, which is actually a whole lot of fun. After that, we have Lockdown, a 4v4 team. I don't like Lockdown. As for the Reckoning this week, I believe it will be the likeness of Oryx. I don't have my previous information because all of the third-party apps are down, but I believe it's going to be the likeness of Oryx, so Spare Rations is available if you want to get it. And again, it is Arc Singe, because when things are Arc Singe, everything is Arc Singe. And again, there is going to be increased infamy this week. As for the Flashpoint this week, it will be taking place on the Tangled Shores, completing public events, Lost Sector, Historic Adventures to complete this quickly. And of course, if you don't have, I believe, the Varix the Loyal lore book, anytime you complete one of these public events, Lost Sectors, or whatever, you get a chance of getting that lore to drop. And if you don't have them, you can do that this week. And it's only available during the actual Flashpoint on this location. As for Escalation Protocol, this week it will be the Sniper Rifle. And that's because last week was the SMG, and next week will be all three. The Sniper Rifle, just, you know, crack my voice in the middle of the, yeah, no worries. As for the Menagerie this week, it will be Aranuk, beloved by Callus, and like I said before, it is Arc Singe for the regular difficulty. However, for the heroic difficulty, we have things like Extinguished, Grenadier, Famine, and Solar Singe. The only boss that has a positive modifier is going to be Aranuk. Moving on to the moon, for the Nightmare Hunts, we have Skolas, Omnigul, and Fanatic. How the hell did I just hear somebody dunk something? I am all the way over here. What the hell was that? Do people across the entire tower hear when people dunk things? So it's like, hey, celebration. Jesus Christ, man, it's trying to get some peace and damn quiet. Right, okay, so the Nightmare Hunts this week, it will be Skolas, Omnigul, and the Fanatic. I can't remember which one of these is the easiest. I do know Skolas is a decently short mission, and you can run around in circles around the room. For the Garden of Salvation challenge, we have Leftovers. This is going to be in the very first encounter of the raid. Basically, you're not allowed to kill any of these Cyclops up into the final sprint. And all of these Cyclopses are going to be quite annoying because they kill you in probably one shot. However, even then, this is still a pretty easy challenge. Jesus Christ, why are those things so loud? Like, I literally don't hear anything except for like a tweet of a bird in the distance and then whooshing. Jesus. Moving on to Eververse inventory, obviously we have a lot of event stuff going on. We'll try to cover as many things as possible. We got a lot of Revelry stuff. They consider the Revelry to be pretty much the same thing as the Guardian Games, apparently. But we got a lot of stuff. First and foremost, I believe they're going to have, in the event, everything sold for real money, silver, if you want to buy anything that you see along the way. The one thing that I've been looking forward to the most is going to be the one that gives you a score. I thought this was going to be one of those just random number comes out, but I guess it's one of those, it pulls a random score from this number to this number. If I preview the thing again. Yeah, okay, so that's exactly how it is. It's like from 1 to 5 and then from 6 to 10, probably, are the two emotes. Of course, they split it up into two of them. For the Bright Dust available this week, obviously we have a lot of things from the Revelry event, like the Hype Dance, like the Mayfly ship, the Sparrow from last season. It's all pretty straightforward. We have seen these things before. Oh, my ladybug shell is being sold. I love this ladybug. For some reason, the ladybug is brown, but if you color this thing red, you're gonna love it because it's gonna be a nice bumble. If I could find the red, hey, yeah, this is red enough. It's a bumblebee. Why did I say bumblebee? It's clearly not a... Okay. Next up after that, we have another vehicle, which I apparently just didn't get last year. That's available. We got these stylish fish bumps, cloistered dance, the raucous edge, the ship, the ghost protection, which is actually new for this event. You can see by that symbol there. A new cherry blossom entrance, which looks very similar to the stuff we've seen in the past. And finally, verdant crown, which I think we saw earlier. You think it's too late to do some Iron Banner before these bounties go away, or... I love what they did with the tower. It's very, very festive. But a lot of similar stuff to the Revelry, which I did participate in last year, but very festive. I like it. Oh my god, that really makes me feel old, because I remember getting the Arbalest like it was yesterday. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is just wonderful. So many flowers and flower petals. This place is gonna be covered in flower petals before long. My goodness. Oh, I didn't realize coming to talk to you would actually start a dialogue. It didn't give me anything. Okay, maybe that's just some lore and dialogue that you can talk to a bunch of different people in the tower. Moving on to Hawthorne's inventory for the weekly raid challenges. Starting up with the Last Wish raid, we have the Strength of Memory. This is going to be in the Riven encounter of the raid. In this encounter, you cannot shoot the same eye twice, so if you get the same eye, just trade it with somebody else. For the Scourge of the Past raid, we have All for One, One for All. This is going to be in the first part of the boss area, but not the actual boss encounter itself. And in this encounter, has the underground section. Every single person in the game has to dunk each one of the 3 different colored buffs at least once during the encounter. And finally, for the Crown of Sorrows raid, we have Total Victory. And this is again going to be in the first part of the boss area, but not the actual boss fight itself. In this encounter, you have to break the Deception Shield 5 times each time you're doing damage phase. But anyways, that's going to be the end of the weekly reset video from Dychronic. Let me know in the comments down below if there's something I missed or you just wanted to say hello. Please let me know in the comments down below. Are you gonna say you are gonna say something, but you're not gonna... Oh, and you're gonna say another thing. But yeah, that's the end of it. Hope you guys enjoyed. My name is Dychronic, and I'll see you guys on the next one. And of course, one last thing before the end of the video. Remember, Team Titan.